Is a professional character more important than a private character? Children of the Light, follow my channel, like this video and share it. Share it with others. It can make a big difference. I listened to, this could be a bit of a longer video than I usually make, but it's important. Listen to the end and it will be very, very insightful for you and your worldview and your spirituality. I listened to a talk on the radio a year or two back, and it always stayed with me, where a retired judge was asked his opinion about a fellow judge who passed on. Let's say it was Judge Mitchell. And he said, what is your opinion about Judge Mitchell who just passed on? And this judge being interviewed said, well, I can give you my opinion about his judicial character. I never knew him on a personal level, but I can tell you his judicial character was absolute faultless, meaning who he was when he put on the robe and sat in the court was faultless. He was honest, he acted nobly, he always referred to the law, he never took bribes, he had a wonderful judicial character. And that made me think, now for very long, as what is a minister or a priest or a theological or a Christian influences spiritual character. That's really the important thing. And for all of us that are ministers, when you get onto the pulpit or you start to preach or you deal with people on spirituality, your theological or spiritual character comes to the forefront. And that's sometimes not exactly the same as your personal character. The person you are when you minister and the person you are when you are at home on holiday are not always exactly the same. Meaning, not either of them are fake. That is, each one of you listening to this video know when you are at work, whether you work in a business or you have your own business or you're a professional person, the person you are at work is a certain aspect of your character. Not anything to do with falsehood, but certain aspect of your character that is important for your job or your career. But at home, there's a more relaxed, different aspect of your character. So I want to encourage, especially Christians, and especially ministers and teachers and Christian influencers. And that's why I really want you to share this. Please share it now, because other influencers need to hear this. That make sure that your spiritual character, the one that comes to the forefront when you teach and you make videos or on the pulpit, is spiritually correct, based on God's word, pursuing holiness, and not based on what people like and the going trend of the time. Even if you at home, when your personal character has a different aspect or a different part to it, we all like that. We have different parts to our character. Make sure your spiritual character is faultless. And what I mean by that, not being nice to everybody, but being Bible-based all the time. And for all people in careers, I want to encourage, have praiseworthy characters. Policemen, doesn't matter who you are at home, when you put on that uniform, have a police character of nobility. Teachers, doesn't matter what happened at home, when you walk into the classroom, be a teacher with a character of nobility for teaching. Have a professional character that you can be proud of, always based on biblical truths. Keep your eyes fixed on heaven.